Namaste everybody, and welcome to the beach. Today we're going to continue with our Namastand part 2. So we're going to get some different poses, and we're going to throw in the chair, the blocks, a little bit of the stool. We're going to use the wall a little bit today. So everybody get ready, we'll meet on the mat, and this will be a nice easy flow to really get you prepped and ready for some yoga. Our poses today are going to be standing. The few that we do have sitting, we're either going to sit in the chair or on the stool. So we're gonna just get started in mountain pose, either at the middle of your mat or the top of your mat. I'm gonna start in the middle just so you can see me. Basically, hands at your side, on your stomach, wherever you feel comfortable. That was good. And we're just gonna get a few breaths. Your eyes can be open or closed. If you feel unsteady with your eyes closed, keep them open. So we're just gonna take a few breaths here. Good, set up our breath for the rest of the workout. Good, one more breath. Awesome. And then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take our arms up by our ears, and we're just gonna kind of warm up our spine a little bit. So let's take a little side bend to the left, as far as what's comfortable for you. Take a big breath in through your stomach and out. Good, and off to the left. A big breath in and out. Great, and let's take a little back bend as far as what's comfortable for you. Big breath in and out. Good, and then let's put our hands at our hips. We'll just take a slight forward fold. Just get a little stretch in our back legs. Big breath in and out. Good, big breath in and out. Wonderful. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep kind of warming up a little bit. So we're just gonna take this right leg, keep the left on the mat. We're just gonna pick it up. If you feel like you're a little unsteady, then you can keep your toe on the mat, whatever feels better, or you can come over to your chair and you just kind of pick it up. But we're just gonna kind of pick that leg up, drop it back down, pick it up, drop it back down. Good. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. So now our right leg's gonna be on the mat, left leg, pick it up, drop it back down, pick it up, and back down. Let's do a few more. Good, just kind of warming everything up. And then if you're still by your chair, keep there. We're just gonna kind of twist side to side. Again, we're just kind of warming up, getting ourselves ready. The first couple poses that we're gonna take are gonna be with our blocks. If you don't have blocks, just use something that gets you up a little bit from the ground. So we're gonna go ahead and take these blocks, and we're gonna start first with them at the top of the mat for a forward fold. So remember, the Namastand has a combination of blocks, chairs, and stools. If you are not ready for the blocks because it's too low, go with your chair or your stool. So whatever I'm doing, adjust it to what works best for you, and we'll go through all different stages. So from here, we're gonna do a forward fold. The blocks are just bringing the floor to you. So we're gonna take a big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Good, and just take a few here. We're really just trying to get our hamstrings warmed up. Wonderful. So this first one we're gonna do, you can go ahead and take a stand up, put your right foot on the mat, and take your left foot, step it backwards. You're gonna turn your arch so it's kind of perpendicular with the mat, while this right foot is parallel with the mat. Now, if you have a chair or a stool, you're just not leaning as far forward. If you're using the blocks, all you're gonna do is put your hand on that block, right hand on the block, and left arm comes up. You're either towards the ceiling or up by your ear. If you're on the chair or the stool, same idea, you're just not as bent forward. So take a big breath in here and out. Good, big breath in and out. Wonderful. And then we're gonna rise back up. We're gonna straighten this front leg, and we're gonna bring our hands to our chair, our stool, or our blocks. And we're gonna straighten that front knee for a pyramid pose. We're keeping our chest up tall wherever you're at. And we're gonna take a big breath in and out. Good, take one more big breath in and out. Great, and we'll go ahead and rise back up. We're gonna come to the top of the mat. We're gonna forward fold onto our chair, stool, or blocks. We're gonna take a big breath in and out. Wonderful. And then we're gonna rise back up, and we're gonna plant our left foot, step our right foot back, parallel again Left foot's parallel, right foot's perpendicular. And we're going to take that left hand to a block chair, stool, and our right arm is going to come up towards the ceiling as high or as far forward as you want to get. Feel your comfort zone. Don't feel unsteady. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Good. Rise back up. We're going to extend that front knee. We're going to come forward onto our chosen floor, and we're going to take a big breath in and out. Good. Big breath in and out. Really stretching those hamstrings. Wonderful. We'll rise back up. Right foot's going to come to the mat, and we're going to forward fold. Beautiful. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. We're going to rise back up. For this next one, I'm going to show you the modifications. First one's the block. So you're going to take your hands to the block. You're going to put your right foot between. You're going to take a big step for a lunge here. You're going to extend that front knee, and you're going to dive forward. So on your inhale, extend the knee. On the exhale, you're going to bend back into a lunge. We're just going to kind of go through that. If you are on a chair, then you're going to keep your foot or your hand on the chair. You're going to come into the lunge. You're going to extend, and you're going to bend. So you're just not as low towards the floor. If you're on the stool, then same idea, but you're just a little closer to the floor. So you're here extending and sinking, extending and sinking. So we're going to come back to the blocks, but those are your two modifications. So wonderful. So if we're here in the blocks, we're going to inhale, extend, exhale, come back into the lunge. Inhale, extend, exhale, come back into the lunge. Good. Let's go through two more of these. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. We're going to bring that right foot up to meet the left. Get a nice forward fold once again. Big breath in and a big breath out. Wonderful. Now we're going to plant our left foot, step our right foot back, come into a low lunge on this side, and on our inhale, extend the knee, exhale, bend the knee. Good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Let's go through two more. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And then we're going to bring that right foot up to meet the left. Wonderful. We're going to sit here for 2 breaths, really feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Big breath in and out. Good. Big breath in and out. Lovely. On our next inhale, we're going to rise all the way up. Beautiful. So now we're going to start getting towards the wall. But first we're going to take, if you have a block or just something along these lines, I'm going to face you, but we're going to lift that block up above our head. We're just going to kind of go side to side, but I just want you to gently squeeze that block in between your hands as you're kind of just rocking back and forth here. Part of this is to wake up the spine, but part of this is to start strengthening the shoulders for when we start getting into our down dog a little bit more aggressively. We really got to get those shoulders strong. Good. So big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. So take that block. We're going to set it back on the ground. So for this next part of this flow, we're going to use the wall. If you don't choose to use the wall, you can use a higher chair. So I'm going to be back by the wall, and we're just going to go through a few of our stretches. So hand on the wall. First one we're going to do is a quad stretch. So left hand grabs that foot, and we're just going to sit here and breathe through it. So a big breath in and out. Good. Big breath in and out. Let's take 2 more. Good. Part of this is, if you want to try and get a little tricky, you can take your hand off the wall. We're just starting to work on balance for some of our postures that are single leg without feeling like we're going to fall. So use a chair, use the wall, but maybe try and hover your hand rather than relying too much on the wall. Good. And then we're going to turn. We're going to put our left hand on the wall. We're going to take that right hand to our right foot, and we're going to get a nice stretch here. So big breath in and out. Good. Let's just stretch here a few. Again, maybe get a little creative, A little risky, take your hand off that wall as we're stretching. Good. And then we're going to release it. So this next one again is a balance posture where you're gonna use the wall. So I'm gonna step so you can see what I'm doing, but pretend my hand is on a wall. And you're gonna bring your foot up either to your shin, your knee, or the inside of your thigh. And we're gonna work on tree pose, but we're gonna be using the wall. So what you'll see from me is just this side view, but I'm actually gonna come to the chair so you can just kind of see what I'm doing, but pretending I'm at the wall. So for right now, our right foot is gonna be on the mat. We're gonna pick our left up. And we're just gonna use the wall or the chair to balance. So we're gonna take a big breath in. Again, maybe we wanna get a little crazy, keep our hand off the wall. Maybe we wanna close our eyes a little bit. But we're gonna sit here and breathe. Big breath in and out. Good. You're really focusing on engaging the toes that are on the mat and engaging our glutes that are here standing, engaging our core to get our balance a little bit stronger. Big breath in and out. Good. And then we're gonna lower back down and we're gonna switch sides. So once again, we're pretending I'm on the wall so you can actually see what I'm doing. We're gonna lift that leg up. It can be shin, it can be close to the knee, or it can be our thigh. Everything's engaged. Left foot on the floor, foot on the inside of the thigh. Our hands are here on the wall, glutes, core activated. So we're gonna take a big breath in and out. Good, and we're really focusing on trying to get that balance really working for us. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. And you can drop that foot back down. Wonderful, so we're gonna keep using the wall. The next stage is getting us prepped for what we call Chaturanga or our push-up pose. So we're gonna use the wall. You're going to see my back, but essentially all we're gonna do is as close or as far away as you want to be to the wall, all we're going to do is push up towards the wall and extend our arms. So we're just getting a little bit of a prep. The further our feet are from the wall, the harder it is. The closer they are, the easier it is. So find the place where you're challenging yourself, but you're not hurting yourself. And we're just gonna go on our inhale, we're gonna drop, and exhale, we're gonna push back up. So let's go through a few of these. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's go through two more. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. So that's just some push-up poses so we can get ourselves prepped for Chaturanga. The next one is gonna be a nice shoulder stretch. So keep your hands on the wall or we're gonna be on a chair. So whatever one you feel best at. I'm just gonna use the chair so you can actually see me. So pretending that this is the wall, all we're gonna do is just stretch into our shoulders. We're gonna take a big breath in and out. This is a good prep to just stretch our shoulders, but also gets us prepped for down dog when we get there eventually. Good, big breath in and out. Good, big breath in and out. Wonderful, one more breath. Beautiful, and we'll rise back up. We're going to use the wall one more time before we move to a chair. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep ourselves to get into chair pose. So your knees are gonna be as close together as what's comfortable for you. They can be further apart. They're going to be, or they can be as close together as you want. And the closer you are to the wall, the more pressure it puts on your knees. So if you want to take a little further, but we're gonna raise our arms up above our head and we're just gonna sink into a chair, using the wall as much as we can to support ourselves. So get as low as what's comfortable for you, and we're just gonna hold it here for about 2 breaths. Good. And then we rise back up. Your hands can come to your chest or back down to the floor, whatever feels best. We're gonna go through a few more of these, getting ourselves prepped for one day a wonderful chair pose without support. Arms come up, sink back down into a chair. Big breath in and out. Good. Big breath in and out. One more breath. And rise back up. Good. We're going to go through one more. So when you're ready, Arms come up, sink back down into a chair. Get as low as what's comfortable. Make sure you have something to help yourself back up. Didn't mention that before, sorry. Big breath in and out. Good, one more breath. And then rise back up and step away from the wall. Wonderful. So for this last part, you're gonna either use a chair or a stool for sure if you haven't already. And we're gonna go through a few other postures. So I'm gonna use a stool, but if you want, again, it's just a little higher for a chair so it's a little less aggressive. So I'm gonna be facing this way. First thing we're going to do, ground through your right foot, step your left foot back. Your left foot can either be turned at an angle, perpendicular, or straight forward, whatever feels best. I'm gonna get a little closer to the stool. We're gonna extend that front knee. You're gonna put your left hand onto the chair or stool, and you're gonna bring your right hand up towards the sky. We're gonna take a big breath in and a big breath out. Wonderful. Big breath in and big breath out. Good, we're gonna come back to our center. We're gonna bring that left foot up to meet the right. Stand up tall, ground through the left foot, step that right foot back, extend that front knee, right hand comes to the mat or to the stool or chair, left hand comes up. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. Circle back to the center, bring that right foot up to meet the left. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to first stand up tall, take a nice breath, and then we're gonna take one more pose here. So hands back to the stool. You're gonna step that left foot back, keep your toes pointed forward if all possible, and bend that right front knee. And from here, if you're able to, we're gonna take both hands back for an airplane lunge. If you need to keep one hand on the stool and just bring one hand back, totally fine. We're just trying to push it a little further today. Good, so whatever feels best for you. And then bring both hands back to the stool. Put as much pressure in them as you need. Big breath in and out. Wonderful, and one more time. Again, you can either leave your hands, one hand on, or you can take both back, whatever feels best. And take a big breath in and out. Beautiful. Place your hand, bring that right foot up to meet the left. And then we're going to step that right foot back, bend that left front knee. Good. And again, once from here, airplane lunge, or keep one hand on the stool for some balance, or chair. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Good. Come back and relax a little bit with your hands on the stool or chair. And then when you're ready, take your hands back, or one on the stool still. Big breath in and out. Beautiful. Bringing both hands back to the chair and go ahead and step forward. Now we're going to take a forward fold so your hands can still be on the stool, and we're just going to forward fold and have a little support with this chair or stool. Big breath in or out. Good. We're going to take a little down dog prep. So hands come a little further in front of you if you're on a chair or a stool, and you're just going to take a slight step back with those feet. And we're just gonna come into a modified down dog. So the further your feet and hands are away from each other, the more challenging it is. So be as close or as far away as what feels best for you. Take a big breath in and out. Good. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. And then we're gonna rise back up, and now we're gonna come to a seated position on the stool. Wonderful. Sorry, you might need a block. Wonderful. So from here, I want you to take kind of a wide stance. Normally this is like goddess pose or a wide-legged squat, whatever you want to call it. Normally we don't use a stool, but for right now we're going to use a stool, and eventually one day maybe we won't use a stool. So from here, you're taking kind of a wide, like you're sitting on a horse type of stance. You're going to take your right hand all the way to the floor or to a block, and you're going to take your left hand up towards the sky. Take a big breath in and out. A big breath in and out. Good. Come back to center. Left hand comes to the block or the floor. Right arm comes up. And again, we're just going to take a few breaths here. Good. Wonderful. And back to center, we're gonna go one more time. Right hand on the block or floor, left hand comes up. Big breath in and out. One more breath. Good, and switch sides. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. Back to center. Now again, you can have a block or a pillow, something. I want you to put it right in front of the stool, and you're gonna bring your feet together. So I'm gonna turn my stool so you can actually like see what I'm doing. Good. So you're gonna bring your feet together so this is a modified bound angle. And we're just going to sit here for a few. If this is too much pressure, then you can take another block and bring your feet closer to you, or you can take away the block and they're further away from you. But all we're gonna do, you're gonna just kind of engage your glutes by bringing your legs out a little bit wider. Your hands can be on your knees, or they can just be resting here or resting here. But all we're gonna do is just take a few breaths here. Wonderful. Sitting up tall the whole time. Wonderful. And then that block, you can turn it to the side. You're gonna put one foot, if this is too much pressure, then again, you can take away the block. You're gonna take your right foot, you're gonna put the ankle on the top of your knee. We're just gonna sit up tall for a modified pigeon pose. So from here, it doesn't matter if your knee's way up here or if it's all the way down. Mine's usually somewhere in the middle. And we're just gonna sit here in this pose for a few minutes. Few breaths, not minutes. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. Take 2 more breaths. Good. On our last exhale, go ahead and switch sides. So your right foot will come to the block or the floor. Left ankle will come to the top of the knee. And we'll just sit here and breathe. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. Now we're gonna bring our feet just down to the block or to the floor. We're gonna sit up tall. Hands can either be on your thighs, on your stomach, wherever feels comfortable. Since we're seated in a chair or a stool, we're just gonna take a few breaths here for our Savasana or corpse pose. You're always welcome to lay onto your mat all the way, whatever is more comfortable for you for your final resting place. So we're gonna take just a few breaths here. Big breath in, expand the stomach, and out. Big breath in, and take 3 more on your own. Awesome. All right, everybody, good job. That is day 2 of our Namastand. So hopefully you enjoyed it. We're gonna keep pushing it where we use the chair a little bit less and the stool and the wall and blocks a little bit more. So that way we can really get ourselves into a little bit more of an advanced yoga flow. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and always check out our in-person classes on Saturdays. Everybody have a good rest of your day, and remember, Namaste, beaches.